Gangsta shit. Oh, wait.
It's a whole nother day. I'm back up in you, Snoop Deagle Double G. I represent you. Been away for a while, but you all know I'm still doggy styling on death row.
They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now, here's Gostou. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lee passes to Conley. To the middle, looking for Gostou. He gets it there. Turn around Jay. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Marc Gasol surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Gasol hits them both. And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir.
How'd
That's
you
what
know
we
all
do.
that stuff?
That's what we do here.
Whew.
Info and entertainment.
Oh. Now here's Lee. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Randolph. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. Michael Conley picks one up.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA.
Lee kicks to Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Back to Conley. Out to Lee. Memphis moving it around. Green, the screen. And it's Carter missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Rose. The dish to Butler. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. And now just a 4-point Memphis lead.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this.
Randolph, that's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession?
Here's Rose. Outside Gasol. Back to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Dunleavy. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Picked by Randolph. Lee kicks to Carter. Conley left side. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Rose against Conley. Rose dishes to Butler. He kicks it to Gasol. No block shot. And it's Chicago scoring again. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lee, following the miss by Derrick Rose. And Randolph throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
On defense, Memphis. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz. Butler attacking, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Memphis with the ball. Jeff Green on the wing, defended by Dunleavy. Green kicks to Randolph. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Off the screen, and again it's Zach Randolph. Randolph's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Dunleavy. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Inside, the 11-footer. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Randolph. And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph.
In the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
Evans against Westbrook. Pass to Durant. And Davis sends it back. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Gordon.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Westbrook against Evans. 6 to shoot, and it's Westbrook missing.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
The dish to Durant. Screened by Ibaka. They set the pick. Freed up. Nice work off the pick. And that's now 7 points for Kevin Durant.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And it's Drew Holiday in for Tyreke Evans. And then for Oklahoma City, Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Andre Robertson. Holiday dishes to Ajinça. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Holiday against Augustine. Collison with a screen on Holiday. There's a good screen. Over to the wing. Collison with a screen for Westbrook. They get it back. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
That's good from Collison. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
You know, on the topic of Nick Collison's shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. But he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
Good on the second free throw.
And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it.
Cantor sets the pick for Durant. Good on the triple. Durant's got 10 points.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Holiday, here's the screen to the inside. Ajinça, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And Augustine kicks to Collison. Cantor sets the pick for Waiters. Oklahoma City moving it around. The feed to Pierce. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. It's good from long range. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Lawson outside. Harden sets the pick for Lawson, and the pass to Harden. It's tipped. Ariza against Paul. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Griffin slams it in.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think we're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
To end the run, no good from Howard.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Paul kicks to Redick from 10 feet out. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Redick's got his first points of the night. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Jones. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Mulligan's Beverly. Screen by Smith. Paul dishes to Smith, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
Ariza with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Paul. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Back to Crawford. Brewer with the steal. Here's Beverly. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. The Rockets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, They know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Paul passes to Stevenson. Wants to get it to Crawford and does. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Harden against Crawford. Harden kicks to Montejunas. That one wide left.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Without question, I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized, but this is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this game, and he makes the first.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Both shots good from the stripe. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship caliber superstar. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Now here's Curry. Over to the left wing. James against Barnes. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Irving passes to Love. There's the screen, picked by Mozgov. Shumpert gets a wide open look. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Curry dishes to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. Irving against Curry. There's the feed to James.
Gangsta shit. Oh, wait.
It's a whole nother day. I'm back up in you, Snoop Deagle Double G. I represent it. Been away for a while, but you all know I'm still doggy styling on death row. Got shit locked down, sold up. So if you plan on coming out, nigga, hold up.